Thank you, Mrs. Kim Saterly, for educating us on what we can do as homeowners in Michigan to fight against global warming. My name is Sarah Thayer, and I am your state representative here in Michigan. Don't you just love to see all of the forests and the wildlife in Michigan? It's an absolutely gorgeous state, but the gorgeous nature is being severely threatened by global warming. We are all suffering the consequences of global warming. I, as a state representative, have some solutions to help slow down the global warming issue. I have done research on global warming and have some really great ways to slow down this terrible problem. I have also researched what is working in other states in their efforts to slow down the global warming. I will be discussing the steps we can take to stop global warming. We need to stop doing things that are contributing to global warming before it destroys the earth. We need to implement laws to help stop the emission of greenhouse gases, stop the cutting of forests in Michigan, and the use of clean energy such as solar power and windmills need to be utilized. Please stand with me in Michigan's efforts to stop global warming. First, I will explain how global warming is affecting Michigan. The effects of global warming are hitting Michigan very hard. Global warming has many different effects on the weather and the Great Lakes. The Great Lakes water levels will be lower than average. According to the National Wildlife Federation, the wildlife that live along the shoreline will need to relocate when the water levels drop. They also state that the Great Lakes water temperature will increase. The fish species that need the colder temperatures to survive will die off, and algae will be more likely to take over in the warmer water temperatures. Global warming will hurt Michigan's economy if the farmers' crops do not grow. The decline in the farmers' crops in Michigan will have a negative effect on the economy. Michigan will have heavier rain in the spring when farmers are preparing fields. Crops are not used to the hotter weather all summer and will suffer because of it. Michigan Farm Bureau states that Michigan agriculture is the second largest industry in the state and growing. This will leave a lot of people out of jobs and a lot of money that will be leaving Michigan if the crops do not do well. Now that you know how Michigan is being affected by global warming, it will explain how we as a government can help stop global warming. Global warming can be stopped by implementing laws that will prevent the forest from being cut and the use of windmills and solar energy. Implement a law that stops forests from being cut. Forestry Commission England states, while they are growing, trees use sunlight to absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere through photosynthesis and store it as carbon in the form of wood. Michigan has cut down many trees. By planting more trees, the carbon dioxide that is in the atmosphere can be used. We need to push the use of windmills and solar energy in Michigan. By using windmills in Michigan, the energy cost can be reduced. By using solar panels in Michigan, we can also reduce the energy cost and up the efficiency. I have explained 2 ways we can stop global warming. Now I will tell you how you as a representative can stop global warming. We are the people that can make the change in global warming. Temperature-related illnesses, air pollution, and spreading diseases are all things that will affect all of us with global warming. A Student's Guide to Global Climate Change states that asthma can be worse with air pollution. They also state mosquitoes will live longer during the year with less cold winters, carrying and spreading diseases such as malaria. If we do not implement some new laws regarding global warming, it will continue to get worse. Consumers will not stop cutting down the forest for the wood. Consumers will not switch to solar energy and windmills for their energy source. We must implement laws to force them to do so. Now that you understand what you can do to stop global warming and what will happen if it is not stopped, I will tell you what you can do today to help fight against global warming. Stand with me in the fight against global warming and vote for the laws to change. Global warming will destroy the earth. Let's implement some laws to stop the cutting of trees, that we need to use the carbon dioxide and put in place more windmills and solar energy. Vote to make these laws possible. Stand with me in the fight against global warming. Go home and plant a tree to use the carbon dioxide. Let's fill Michigan with trees, windmills, solar panels, and keep Michigan's gorgeous nature beautiful. Are there any questions? The question was, do you think consumers are cutting down the forest to build more communities? And do you think that this is adding to the pollution? Yes, I do believe that they are cutting down the forest to build more communities, and it's definitely adding to the pollution. This is why laws need to be in place so this is stopped or at least slowed down. Now I would like to introduce Ms. Victoria Zwerk, the National Representative from the President's Office. She will be telling you about the national programs for energy consumption. Thank you all for your time and attention.